Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorenzo Garcia. I wanted to give a quick update on my Brindle French Bulldog, no strand. There you go, boy. So the very last video I created about my Brindle French Bulldog was basically about like our very beginning steps and introductions with living with like a French Bulldog. My wife and I actually are first time dog owners. So if you want to check that video out, it's in the link below. So just it's really just our first actually French Bulldog video up there. But I just wanted to update you guys in regards to like what's been going on. Like the last video was when he was 8 weeks, so which was like quite a while. So we've had him so far for like 3 months, and it's been an experience. Definitely has been. I can say that I've heard in the past that, you know, from like French Bulldog owners that they rarely bark, right? Now this is something new. When we first got him, of course, he was not barking at all. Like maybe he wasn't capable of barking, but now like at night when he hears like certain noises or something like that, he barks. He barks. Like we had snow recently. You know, I'm in New York, so we had snow recently, like last week, and it was like not only like just snowing, of course, but it was like very windy and like the howling of the wind, and you know. And I guess it just caused him to bark like almost, not all night, but you know, but he was barking. So we had to like literally sleep with him in the living room because of the fact that it was just too noisy like in the room, because like in our bedroom we have like so many windows, so it's more it's a bit more noisy. So we don't know if it's like a phase with the barking. He doesn't bark like all the time, but anytime he like someone comes to the door, or maybe he just like hears something, or even sometimes when he sleeps, like he wakes up and barks. I'm like, man, okay, this is really new. So I mean, but we don't know. He may like not bark as much as he get older, maybe, because I remember in the last video I mentioned that he didn't snore when he slept, right? So he snores now. Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely snores. It's not as loud as some people may claim that their dogs may do, but he snores. He definitely does snore. I also wanted to touch base on like the potty training. I think on the last video I had forgot to mention, I believe, the potty training kind of thing, if I'm not mistaken. Probably did I, or did I not? Who knows, whatever. Anyway, so now he's gotten a lot better with the potty training. So we put down a couple of pads for him. We used to have like a lot of pads, maybe like 3 around the house, but now we just brought it down to like 2. But in one area he just loves to go poo in that area because it's like private, you can't really see what he's doing kind of thing. And the other one is just more like open, he just pees there, right? So we have like accidents here and there, but not as much as in the beginning. In the beginning it was just like really rough. Like the pads, he would never go to the pads, right? He would just also well, at night he would, because like we had like the setup for him where it was like so limited for him to pee anywhere. So you know, the pad is there and he would just pee in the pad. But if we were like to let him, you know, like around the house in the beginning, you can say maybe 25% of the time he would like maybe lucky, you know, and pee on the pad. But now he pees on the pad a lot more often, so he knows like the spots. And even when you know, I take him to my mom's, or we go over to like my father-in-law's house, we actually just bring stuff like pads and food and wipes and stuff like that, and he recognizes like the pads. So like in the pad we use, they're great pads. I may link them in the link below so that you can see what kind of pads I'm talking about, and they're really great. They absorb the pee, and he can pee maybe like about 2 times. When he was younger, he would actually use him a lot more because he wouldn't pee as much. Well, he would pee frequently, but it would just be like in small quantities, like very small. But now that as he's getting bigger, it's like he pees like the pee is like longer, like he pees, right? So but the pads are really good, but now we just have to change them more frequently, like because I noticed that if there's like a lot of pee on the pad, then he won't use the pad anymore. He'll probably go somewhere else. So now we just gotta, and also it's winter here in New York, so I mean, it snowed like once, but just working from home and my wife, being an essential worker and her not being here, it's like, and it's like really new, like it's new to us too, like to walk dogs just to wake up early or in the afternoon. So we have to like walk them a little more, maybe try to train them to go outside. But we'll see what happens. We don't know exactly what's gonna happen. If we may prefer for him to go inside, but a challenge is that when he does go outside, like he doesn't really pee or poo outside. We have seen him do it before, but it's not like he pees more inside than outside. Maybe he's more comfortable, or maybe he's not trained, right? So we got to deal with that as well. So yeah, that's a quick update with the potty training, and also with walking him. I mean, now it's a little cold, right? But when we first got him back in September, it wasn't as cold, but it was a little chilly, and he was very young anyway, so we couldn't really walk him like that because he didn't have all his shots. I mean, we carried him around places, but the veterinarian suggested that he doesn't like walk anywhere because he can like lick stuff and and catch something that he's not supposed to catch or something like that, right? But yeah, so walking him, it's a bit tough. Like he actually doesn't walk. No. That's the thing. So I don't know. I mean, like I mentioned before, we're like new dog owners, and we don't know like the stages. My wife's cousin, he has a French Bulldog, and they walk him all the time. He doesn't even pee in the house. He pees outside. I mean, it's just such a different. He doesn't bark, but this one does. I mean, it just, I don't know. I'm just confused here. But listen, we're learning, right? And, hopefully I make another video and, in another month or two, and show you like the progress and everything like that. So currently now, like, if we need to leave the house, and it's like a quick run, maybe to like the store, the grocery store or something like that, and not that far, we would take him, but we have to carry him though. So we have like a little bag for him where he can just hop in, and we just carry him like that. Because if we were to walk him, he just doesn't walk for some reason. I don't know, like. And then when you put him down on the ground, right, and he'll just stand still, stone, like frozen. I don't know why. I don't know, but we've taken him to the park a couple of times, and he likes to like run. Sometimes he's engaging, and he runs, and he like pays attention to like leaves and chase leaves, and kick around some bottles or something like that. But as far as like if you have to go somewhere and you need him to walk with you, that's not gonna happen. No, that's not gonna happen. So at least right now. So we're also working on that too. I think if we were to like take him out more often, maybe he will get used to like just being outside. I mean, we've like taken him out, but not consistently to like the same area. Maybe I'm assuming, my wife is suggesting we should get like a trainer for him or something. Maybe they can train us how to train him, right? Yeah, right. That's just how it works. But as far as the walking, hopefully, I spoke to someone and they mentioned that their dog, I don't know what kind of dog. I'm not, like a dog, a big dog person. I mean, I love animals and everything like that, but if you say, hey, what kind of dog is that? I don't know. But she has a dog, right? And she mentioned that it took her dog like a long time, like for him to walk. They had to use like treats and multiple like strategies and you know, just the whole 9 yards. But you know, but the dog walks now. She was actually on a quick run with her dog, and the dog was walking along with the owner, and you know, yeah, I just can't wait until No String gets it. Like, hey, walk with me, yeah. So this guy, oh, sorry about that. So this guy, he's like 10 pounds now. When we first went to the vet, he was 5 pounds, and we only had him for about, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was about a couple of weeks before we took him to the vet, and he was 5 on his first visit. So I'm assuming when we first got him, he made me like 4 pounds. And like I mentioned before, he was very, very little, like a tiny dog, right? So his second visit, he was 7, and then his third, he was 9. So we weighed him, because we have like a scale. So we weighed him the other day, and he's 10 pounds. And so he's growing. They say they French Bulldogs can grow, I think, between like 20 and 28 pounds, or is it 15 to 28 pounds, in between. And hopefully he keeps growing and getting, like, you know, bigger and healthy and everything like that. So he's really big. I mean, from like the last time we actually like took pictures of him and, you know, videos, he does look like he did gain a lot of weight, and he's looking like a bit more muscular now and all that, so which is great. And also with his eating, we used to, we used to give him like the word canine for French Bulldogs, right? So, and then one day we actually ran out and we went to PetSmart, Petco, and they didn't have any more. That's what we were feeding them. But we ended up getting same brand word canine, but for puppies in general. It wasn't for a specific breed. And it worked out pretty good because with the French Bulldog food, right? It came in smaller bags, at least for puppies, right? For the puppies, it came in smaller bags, and they weren't that pricey, but it can add up because this guy, he eats a lot. So we ended up buying the Warrior Canine for puppies, and they came in like 55-pound bags, and only for 20. No, it wasn't $20. It was, I forgot how much it was, but it's way less than the ones for the French Bulldogs, because they're smaller, and of course they are cheaper because they're smaller, but they didn't have like greater quantities. So this one with the Word Canine for puppies, it was a bigger bag, 55-pound bag for like less. You can say, right? And he likes it. He actually he eats it, and the good thing is, before we used to blend the food, because the one for the French Bulldog, they were a lot bigger, but the vet mentioned to us they come big like that, and these big little kibbles, because like he eats like so fast, like literally, like we feed him like a third of a cup 3 times a day, and we pour that thing down, like we give it to him, listen, not even a minute, seconds, and he just scarves it down, boom, 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 boom. Out of, like, I mean, it makes it seem like he just doesn't eat. Like, and speaking of like eating, like he still eats from like the ground. Like he still like sniffs stuff and chew on things, you know, from like the floor. And we always have to like monitor him and make sure that he, like, whatever he got in his mouth is food, or if it's not, we have to like take it out. And which, that became a little bit of a pain, because now that he's getting a little bigger, he would like, now remember, he's barking now, so he would growl at you, and you know, and basically fight you, because he doesn't want you to get it. And what he'll do is he'll run, because he knows that we're coming to get whatever it's in his mouth. And by the time you pick him up, when you pick him up, he'll swallow fast, because he knows that we're going in, and you know, to try to get the food, but he just swallows it. So now we just have to trick him, like pretend like, you know, like we're not chasing him, maybe give him like a treat or something like that, and then he'll drop whatever's in his mouth to, you know, to eat the treat, kind of thing. So in the first video, he used to bite a lot, but now he still bites, I guess, but you know, I guess it's friendlier now, because he's actually losing his teeth because new ones are coming in. So he's losing all his baby teeth. He used to have like these pointy fangs, and they were like needle sharp. And if he bites you, you're gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed. So like his teeth started to come out, which is great. So his new teeth are like a little bit more dull. They're not as sharp. Which is definitely a good thing. But you know, I guess as you get older, I guess, you know, with the biting, it kind of maybe phases out a little bit. But they say that it doesn't. You have to and he doesn't like, he won't bite you, right? Like, because he sees you. He just likes, like, for instance, if I come in the house and I take off my shoes, and let's say my socks are fuzzy, right? Because I like to wear fuzzy socks, let's say in the house or around the house, he'll start biting like the sock, but it's just that my foot is in the sock. So now it's like, hey man, what are you doing? You know, that hurts, you know, you're biting kind of thing, right? And also, like, when you go to pet him, he kind of, you know, like, just, I guess he's like rough playing probably or something like that. But, you know, we'll see. I guess, you know, we have to like get a trainer, or maybe, you know, take some classes for so we can train him, you know, kind of thing. So, but it's working out. You know, as far as like him getting older, I think a lot of things are like a lot less, like with the potty training, you know, that's, you know, it's coming along, right? Then with the biting. Alright, so that concludes this video. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything like that, but if you guys have any questions or any thoughts, any advice, that would help. Please comment in the comments below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm sure, like, maybe throughout the video or something like that, I may do some edits and show you guys his growth, like maybe pictures and videos and everything like that. He's also like loved among like our family, like everyone loves him, so, which is good. You know, I love him too and all that. So you guys have a safe one. Christmas is in a couple of days. Merry Christmas to you, to those who do celebrate. Happy New Year's. Please be safe. Wear your mask, of course, and hey, salute.